So, as I was saying, I didn't want it to, steal protagonism of the artist. I wanted to just put the art of you guys in there. Like, no, I didn't want to interfere, or also because I didn't want it to put, I don't know, lines or symbology or elements which I didn't have deep knowledge about. So I wanted to be respectful to all of you, to your artists, and to you. So I would just use, I would try to use minimal elements. So starting off, we see that the whole web is black, it may be white. It's I put like a small image that might deploy up the artist section over, but that's just a small example. I wanted, for example, that something that would be cool if you could ask your artist to take a picture of themselves and send them to you, so that we have like every one of them in the same photographic composition style. For example, here in the artist section, Vicky, he's in the frame. She's you can see almost her body, her full body, and her head looks small. And next to her, you have Sviatli, that he has a frame from up the chest, and his face and his head looks it's bigger in the composition. So I would put everyone in the same style. If we choose the face, head style of photo, or the like half body face style of photo, but everyone on the same style. Like maybe you could ask them, maybe if they are not on their houses and have not that much things to do, just put a good light and take a photo of themselves. So as we move on, I took well, as you can see, I wanted to merge the photo of the artist with the photo of their artwork, also with the name and the description there, and well, have this kind of game where part of the art is part of the face, like round element or something that can be put in where the eye of the other half of the photo would be. So we get to, with concrete elements, we get to this concept of the artist being part of their artwork and the artwork being part of their body itself. So I connect with this concept of body altar, which I really liked. I was checking if I was still recording, but it's a moment ago I recording lost and I lost a lot of words. So moving on, you can see that all the artists have their picture with half of their face cut off and a piece of their artwork with something round element or something that we can put in the place of their other eye that's missing. I think it looks cool. It of course I would need some I will need to continue working on it, but I think it looks nice. So we put we are being like kind of realistic. Like in the studio section, we put a photo of the studio and a photo of to work and merge them together. Maybe one element of the painting would go in place of one element of the photo, and that would look cool. I made a few. I sent you handmade paper sketches because I really don't have much time, and I would really get to the deadline with the best quality possible. So that's why I'm rushed to send you this today. Um, the whole page would have a scroll section, as you can see. So I'm on page 9. Well, the whole thing would have compositions with these squares that merge the art, the painting with the photo, and well, you can see I'm actually on page 9 as we would make a composition with all of them. Also, for example, in Instagram posts or something, we put also the person and the painting and photo. It's actually a very conservative strategy, like taking maybe from the style of galleries, art galleries, museums, like that minimalist approach of just name and the pictures and stuff. I wanted to take it just as in page 10, well, I made a small composition pencil, just as an example. Moving on to proposal number 2, the concept was to use your main symbol, the one you got on your lettering. I like that one. So I wanted to take all the formal element from that symbol. So my compositions were based on that. Here are the sketches. For example, in a Facebook or Instagram post, we take a section of the logo of the symbol and cut the photo through it, so it takes that shape. Here I have like all these web page sections merged into the logo, and well, I don't know, it looked kind of cool. So you have all in one spot, and as you click into one of them, I wanted to. I like that effect of the Seven Nation Army video from the White Stripes, where everything is zooming. It would look really cool. I hope people don't say it's a copy of it, but it would look really cool if you go into the sections that everything zooms in and zooms out, like you're moving through the center of that element. I don't know how hard is that to make in the web, but to animate that and to make a loop for a GIF on Instagram posts would look really cool. I think I haven't tried it yet, but I think it would make a cool loop to have that constantly moving, zooming in and like moving, expanding. So I put your masters Biedley and Vicky Chiang. So that was an example of using directly your symbol and no other thing, but nothing else. I don't know, I think it's kind of good for it. In that case, like other elements, other things would interfere with the whole form. So I just so moving into proposal number 3, I'm starting to just compress everything. Maybe we can have a Zoom meeting so we can talk about everything. But the idea is not to have to talk about all. So as in, the whole idea of the proposal number 2 is to use your main symbol as your main composition frame for any post. Like if we like courses or events or anything, we use these shapes to make the composition for the flyer. Well, moving on to proposal number 3. This is the one I personally like the most, but just a matter of person. Here the approach was also, I kept in mind that it had to be minimalistic, but I kind of took a different view of what minimalistic meant. Like, I felt like, for example, I can imagine a tattoo studio in Los Angeles, like you getting in and it's full of giant posters with aggressive images and loud music playing rap and some a different style, like playing maybe rock and roll music loud and all people being loud. But when I imagine your studio, I imagine a really relaxed place, like soft music, soft environment, like the plants, the wood, all these things, I can imagine a different style of tattoo studio. Like you sit and relax and have a cup of tea and just talk to some people. I don't know. It has another vibe. Like for me, when I started working on this, I was like, sure, how can I design for something that I don't know what's the mood? Like how do a customer feels when it enters the studio, the store? Like, but through your images and stories and all that, I kind of made a mental image of how it feels, how it would look like, but most of all how it feels. And that was good because I have never been to the studio. I'm from the point of view of someone who has never been to the studio. No idea how it looks like. So I had this idea of putting. Listen, the first image is not that good. The one with the Earth Altar Studio and the image is not yours. But I have to work on it. This is just to show you the idea. I like to make it like a mini space, to have a very realistic feeling with all small objects and cozy atmosphere, like you are actually inside the store. So you have the sections with all these little items, like I can imagine that you have in there in your store, like this brown ball collar thing. I'm sorry for my ignorance. I don't know how that is called, but I can imagine many of these symbolic elements, plants and small flowers or small vases or small, instruments. I don't know. Maybe small frames with pigs in it. So I made all the sections look like you're actually in there. I like the comic element of making the small chair that you would put on a shelf, the typical tattoo chair. It's a mini chair on a shelf and you put a flower in it. So then the tattoo section, you have the tattoo machine inside a plant pot. That's also a humoristic element. The art gallery, just a canvas on the wall that can be, all the photos that are portrayed here in these sections can move so that it changes the photo when you run or when you mouse over or whatever. So also I like this one because it was like very, like I could imagine the mood of the studio. I don't know. I feel like someone could also feel that. Like, oh, by doing this, you can imagine what it's going to be like when they go in. So each section would be like a shelf on the wall or a chair on the shelf or some part of the studio. So for example, you made the section of an artist and you put all frames of his and his own elements. I was going to suggest this also for your own web page, to have like every section of the web page have like, it's a section of your workspace, like your I don't know, your workshop section page, web section is, I don't know, your table with your paints and brushes and papers, and I don't know, other section would be your personal info, and I don't know, you have your frames of you and your things, and maybe, like for example, if you would do it on my bedroom, on my workspace, it would have like some I don't know, headphones because I like music. It would have a Rubik's Cube because I like Rubik's Cube. Here's mine, like with my designs and stuff. I don't know, something that you like or that represents you. For example. So that's how I also make every artist section. For example, in, I don't know, in let's say Vicky Chiang, sorry, I put a lot of flowers and maybe some birds like standing over the tattoo chair, or something like something taken out of Snow White, like the animals just posing in like so peaceful that almost a hummingbird would pose in the tattoo chair. So, so that would be the 3 proposals for Earth Altar Studio. I hope some of this will like you, and you will discuss it with your friends. And of course, every image here in this presentation is a sketch. It's not the final image that I would use. As you'd see that a lot of things are not, let's say, detail properly done. Like a lot of adjustments and things have to be done. This is just to show you the idea. Also, typographic composition isn't definitive, like we have to discuss it and you know, maybe get into a typography that we like. This is not the final typography that I will use. I didn't even choose typography. I just put the first one that looked kind of cool and just use it as example. So now I'll have a small break to remove my arms and something, and we will move on to Justin Servery Cerebrin.com proposal. So I'll let you, take a moment, and I'll launch off. I really like that concept of the body as the art catalyzer. As you use your body to make art. You use your hand to hold the brush or the pencil or the camera or whatever art you do. Like an actor uses his face muscles, a painter uses his hands and his eyes. A musician would use his ears or his well, mouth. So every time you make a piece of art, you leave a piece of you behind. You leave your effort. You leave the move when you paint at oil and canvas. So you must use brushes and paint knives. And you see that when you apply different pressure, the line is different. So the body is very important. And I like that. It goes with your concept of earthly art, earthly, like your body as the art creator. So I wanted to just use parts of your art as parts and merge them with parts of the body and make a nice figure, make a nice composition out of it, so that it's at an ambiguous point where you don't know which parts are painted or the silhouette form is actually made of paintings and photos, or I don't know, just combine photos of you with photos of your art and make a silhouette out of it. I think it looked really cool. It has that elegant, fancy kind of style, but also that kind of, open. I know that you are very, as I can imagine, because it talks little with you, but I've seen some of your videos. I know you're shiny and smiley, but also you might be, I don't know, fancy and, fine. Maybe we can use both images, I don't know, combine them or use them like sometimes if you mouse over, like if you mouse over, you would smile, and if you, I don't know, just ideas. So I like this idea for the web. I think it looks cool. I think, for example, in the sections, like for example in the workshops, you can make a section of your arm and holding a brush, or and merge it with the photo of the canvas and merge it with some other elements that suggest work. For the shopping, you can use, I don't know, some other thing that represents shopping and also merge it like holding the painting or something. For example, in this case, I don't know, I wanted to use a tattoo of your arm, your whole arm in a 90 degrees angle, but I couldn't find one, so I had to screenshot one of your videos where you almost had your arm like this in a 90 degrees shape. So maybe you could do that. You could send me a photo of that part of the arm. I don't know. We can also agree on which paintings we select. Like, I want in my head to have this one, or I want to have this one in my leg. I don't know. So we go on to, I have another different approach to this proposal, but it's it's kind of the same but different. I don't know how good it looks when, but I don't know. So in the second proposal, I just used typography as a give us your name as the protagonist, and well, you can have different images sliding through the background of the letters. I think it looks cool. It's simpler to make the system out of it, like to make the shop section, to make any section that you might add later to have it made in this style. So, and it would make the web maybe like easier to scroll through. I don't know. So I would put the title, like it's exposed there, and under the title, the photo, just in a frame, square frame, just very minimalistic, very high-end. So that's my proposal number 2 for Justin Cerebrin. I don't have a proposal number 3. I kind of have some ideas that I'm juggling with, but I haven't defined it yet. But as times are tight, as I said, I'm sending you what I have at the moment right now. So maybe if you like the 3 proposals for Earth Altar are those, and well, the proposals for justincerverin.com and the whole identity for the website would be those 2 plus a third one that I'm working on. I have till Wednesday. So also have in mind that all the pieces that are remaining, the Facebook layouts, the Instagram Facebook covers, the web, other web elements, the miniatures for Instagram, the newsletter elements, all those stuff will be extensions from these models. Like they will be part of the system. I don't mean they will have the same exact composition, but it will be in the line of that. So I'm sorry, this sure has been a lot longer than I was expecting to. I would like to talk to you if you want. Through Zoom, we can schedule a meeting because I don't know if it's really enough with this video presentation. So I know. Send you my best vibes. I'll keep on working. I thank you so much for trusting me. I felt so much pressure and I just couldn't. I just felt, well, I didn't want it to disappoint you or not fulfill your expectations. I am feeling actually terrible because I don't know if I don't feel completely like I've done a great, amazing job on these first sketches, but I don't know. I usually take a lot more time in identity design, so I think it's some kind of a very, very fast work for me. It has been really cool to see that I could make things so fast. I have so much things to do. So I send you my best wishes. This has extended too much. I hope to talk to you soon. I hope you like this, and I hope your friends like it and your artists like it. And as I said, these are final forms. If we choose one, I will develop it until its final form, and it will have all the details. Like in some photos, you will see that some of the shades are that properly put, and some of the details aren't probably taken care of, but well, in final execution, this will all be taken care of. And the complete list of pieces that were in the first contract, in the first presentation. All the Facebook elements, all the Instagram elements, all the websites elements. So I will say goodbye because I will talk too much. I was just getting loose. So have a nice day whenever you see this. Sorry once again for my potato English and my, well, long presentation. Have a nice day.